Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Christmas Eve today, December 24th, 2012. I wanted to do a little reflecting back for each and every one of you, especially the ones that know me fairly well, and just have this video let us remind us all, including myself, what Christmas should mean to you. And I'm not, if you want it to mean something, you know, with Jesus Christ and all that stuff for you, that's fine, that's good for you, but maybe Christmas means something different to you, like it does for me. Like maybe it's about family, being with your family, being with your friends, being with your loved ones, taking the time to reflect back and taking the time to also be generous and helping on others around this time of season. And it's also a time of gifts, good food, lots of good food for sure, lots of chocolate, turkey dinners. I'm having lasagna tonight. My mom, she makes the best lasagna, in case you don't know. And Christmas is also a very special time for just when families can usually get together and have that one moment where everything is just perfect for like 24 hours. Even though we just, you know, spent a lot of money, we probably didn't have. We made a lot of people happy. We did a lot of last minute shopping. You know, even though through all that, we know that Christmas is once per year, one time thing, and it's always something that we should cherish, make sure it lasts. And I wanted to actually look back on some of my past Christmases as to like what were the most memorable gifts or the most memorable Christmas mornings. And I have three in mind that I've you know, the thoughts I've like recollected in my little memory here, and most of these have to do with video games. I'm sure you're not surprised, but the first one is when my mom got us a Super Nintendo in 1992.
When you decide to step up to this kind of power, this kind of challenge, this kind of flying, crashing, feeling, when you decide to get serious, there's only one place to come: the games of Super Nintendo. No one else creates this kind of experience, because no one else creates these kinds of games. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
Now, it wasn't when the system first came out, actually, in 1991. It was like a year later. And when we got it for Christmas, she didn't buy us any games for it because, well, whatever, at the time we didn't have a lot of money. So she bought us the Super Nintendo. Just opening that and knowing what it was exciting enough. But what she had done was smart lady. She rented games from the local video store, like 3 Super Nintendo games. One of them was that King of Monsters game where you battled like Godzilla versus whatever. It was pretty awful. And there was one other one, but the one that stuck out the most was Mario Paint, because it had just come out, and the video store that we rented it from would put it in that classic blue Z NES bag, the big blue duffel bag where you put your NES in, and so it came in that with the mouse pad and the mouse from Mario Paint. Is just so cool. That was a great Christmas. That's something you don't forget. Second one that I remember most is my anticipation for Mortal Kombat 3 for SNES. Even though I had played it a little bit at the arcade, whenever I'd come to the city in Edmonton, where I live now, I wanted the game so badly, because, you know, I was like into fighting games as much as I am now, even back then, but I'm probably into them more now because, you know, I'm playing on a more competitive level. But the excitement to get Mortal Kombat 3 was, it started when I obviously wanted the game badly enough, but when I got the official strategy guide for the game, because the game, I believe, came out in October of that year, like 95, I think it was, and I got the strategy guide, this big, thick strategy guide full of like combos, all the fatalities, all the moves, all the things, artwork and everything. And I studied that thing in school almost every day, like goddamn Bible, like a textbook. I studied it, and it was just in anticipation, knowing that my mom was going to give it to me for Christmas. And the funny part was, I still remember when we bought it, We bought it from the local Canadian Tire, and it was like $99. Unbelievable. But just the fact that I had that strategy guide and I would read it and go over it like constantly was just exciting for me. It was pumping me up. Like, I'd read it every day in class, and I'd have it with me all the time. My friends knew about it. Everyone knew I had the Mortal Kombat strategy guide and couldn't wait. So that was a great Christmas once I finally opened it. And the third one, and probably the best in a way, was in like 1998 when I got for Christmas 2 PlayStation 1 games, and they were the original Guilty Gear and Rival Schools, which I of course still have. Rival Schools. To say I was excited to get those would be an complete understatement, because that's when I was really getting really into like fighting games at the time, like just really getting into them. And I had heard about Guilty Gear through like all the magazines and like a couple of like the online sites, but there was never any videos like for like online sites back then. Like, it was not, it's especially not for like a game like that. So I was always curious as to like how the animation would look and how the characters would look on the screen. Of course, I was blown away. And Rival Schools, I was so excited for, just because like it was pumped full of bonuses, and they had that bonus disc, and it's an awesome fighting game with great story, music, and everything. So that was awesome. That was probably one of the better Christmases ever. Just to get those 2 games alone was perfect. I played them non-stop for months and months after that. Great. And yeah, that's my favorite Christmas memories, or those ones for sure. Then of course there's all memories of spending with my grandpa, my mom, whenever they'd fight, argue. It's always the best. Those were the best Christmases. But I hope everybody has a very safe and healthy and happy holiday season. Christmas time, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you want to do. It's fine by me. And please let me know some of your favorite Christmas memories and stories, or the things that you cherish, or the most memorable gifts you ever had, the best gifts you ever had, or the best gifts you've given too. Let me know. Comment. Let me know. Give me a Facebook like and give me something to go on. But yeah, I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas, and if I don't see you, which I might not because I'm very busy and playing Tekken, of course, I will definitely see you next year, which sounds weird, but it's not that far off. Get it? Next year's only like a week away. So yeah, thank you for watching, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whip whip, effects forever, and all that jazz. And have a good one.